bricks, Knox finest.
Yeah, yo, we live, it's fine.
Welcome to the 7th Letter Podcast. He is I, and I am him, the letter G. Glad to be here with you because you took your time out to be here with me. Listen, man, I had a discussion with my brother yesterday about, I guess, the Manosphere or whatever. Basically, he says it's not for people like me. I never had a problem getting females. I don't have any deficiencies in that area. I have a lot of confidence, so it's not for you. That's why they look goofy. I say, B, they don't look goofy to you? They look goofy to me. It's not how they look. It's the message. See, I guess as a a career student, I guess I deal in research a lot, and when you're doing like evidence-based stuff and you have to get it peer reviewed and stuff, it a lot of the journals and the articles that you read are from people who are verifiable. These are people who have a vast education or understanding of a certain thing through their reading, their research, their own research, which basically reinforces, how true or how accurate their approach or philosophy is. These people have no. If you look at my mother used to always say this to me. Like, my mother didn't curse, she didn't do nothing. She said, I never will understand how a parent can tell their kids not to curse and they curse. You know what I'm saying? I could never understand a guy to say, women is this and that, and you can get women, they this and that, and they paying for women, and they getting this left and right, and it's like information about them out of here taking L's and being sucker for love ass niggas and all type of bums and losers, and my shit right. Listen, man, I'm all for getting self-help and all that. I'm all for that because I read self-help books too, but I guess I have to have a certain respect for the person that I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't understand why these people are successful, because I do. It's salacious, it's cheap, it's they're arguing, it's fireworks, it's a train wreck. So it's like, I get it, but a lot of this stuff is just bullying. My uncle used to say this to me. He said, yo, the people that can fight, them people don't intimidate me. You know what intimidate? A person that can embarrass me with words. The most dangerous person in the world is a person that's educated, who knows his shit. So he can make you look stupid and embarrass you. It's the same feeling you get if somebody knocks you out, if somebody embarrass you verbally. You know what I'm saying? And make you look stupid. That's worse than getting knocked out. So these guys are just smarter than these females. So they're verbally jousting with people with 5th grade educations, and you could tell. All he's doing is just spewing a bunch of people get hit, like get blinded and by when people start saying shit that they don't understand. So they think because they don't understand it that there's some that there's verifiable or it's more validated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't never heard of that study before, because people don't read studies and journals and stuff like that. So when people talk about when we do the MacArthur report, it stated that, the women chose that. Like, what the fuck? When it's other articles that's slicing this shit I have, when it's just propaganda to get people to go to Vietnam. Like, but you got to look at the times. They're just looking at like I'm sure there's some truth to it. You got to be smart enough to be able to pick the things that make sense and things that don't. A lot of this stuff don't make sense. A lot of this stuff is just trying to reinforce a bullshit argument. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't know what, like, they're not educated. They don't read. They don't look at C-SPAN. They just look at Fox or CNN or MSNBC. And they think the surface knowledge gives you a full picture when you have no idea. When I wanted to understand the Middle East, I had to read a book about the Middle East written by somebody from the Middle East. I can't listen to what America says about the Middle East. They don't know. They don't want getting bombed. They don't want getting bullied. So you can't read a book from here about them because you don't understand. When I travel outside of the country, I see when I get there, I'm like, oh, man, these white folks trying to keep this beautiful ass place to themselves. That's why they keep on having us worried about cartels and all type of nut shit. Ain't nothing there. This shit beautiful. These people don't want to fuck up this. This is their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? Travelers and people that visit their country is their livelihood. They ain't messing it up. You be chilling, you good. And I'm sure there's some instances where stuff happened, but the jokes look like the jokes. Stop trying to be somebody that you ain't. That's a defect in you. That ain't them. You know what I mean? I have my yes, this toxic masculinity, these people being the Joker because they can't be Batman. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just gonna I'm a loser, and I'm gonna take pride in being a loser, and I'm just gonna say F society because I'm a loser, and he's ass because he's beautiful, he gets all the girls. I don't know why. I'll never be like that, but fuck that. I'm gonna build a coalition full of other people who ain't shit and that are losers too, because there's others. There's losers all over the world. It is what it is. We had a president that was a loser. Straight loser. Straight insecure ass man. Baby. Loser. That's society. The society is filled with them. They've always been. It's always been losers. They're not going nowhere. The cream is going to always rise to the top. It's the 80-20 rule. You know what I'm saying? 20% of the men going to have 80% of the babies. It is what it is. It is what it is. My father been married 4 times. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know? But what we can do, if you really want to help men, is teach them how to treat a woman. And if you make a baby, it's some dry ass chicken. What we can do is, if you do make a baby, or if you are having sex with a woman, you know what I mean? Make sure you love her, that you're not leaving her and putting a baby in her and leaving her to fend for herself and raise your son. And then get mad when your son go out there and catch a body because all he knows is how to, respond like the woman who raised him, who was the man, who was the father and the mother for him. Don't get mad. Don't get mad when he's gay, when he learns how to dress from his mom. Don't get mad, bro. Don't get mad. And there ain't nothing wrong with gay people. Don't misconstrue me. Don't mix my words up. But don't get upset when it's you. Like, I'm not the one that's just going, like, a lot of people just want to find out and blame somebody else when it's them the whole time. Know that beautiful ass woman don't want your fat, no money, no aspiration having ass. She don't want to have a baby with a loser who can't take care of himself. She don't want to. She want the guy who can, I guess, make a cute baby, who looks like he got his stuff together. Them the ones who get all the women, yo. It is what it is. She ain't gonna want no loser. And I know a lot of loser dudes that be getting mad pussy, but they look good. You know what I mean? They're attractive. That's the world. Sorry. Maybe you should start doing some more attractive shit. One of my gangsta ass friends, yo. He a gangster. Yesterday, he called me like, yo, man, I'm so proud of my son. My son got all A's, yo. He's so focused, yo. He a good athlete. He's everything. Called me back 2 hours later, like, my son got suspended for school, yo. He beat up a kid. He had a fight. So they suspended him for the last 4 days of school. He's like in the 4th grade or something like that. So he got home and he was like, yeah, man, and my homeboy took his son to the kid that he fought house and made his son apologize because his son started a fight. Yo, I was so proud of that man, yo. That's how you, and that boy is gonna be all right, because he's gonna understand that he don't have to be a tough guy. He don't have to go out there and flex on people to prove that he bigger than people. He gonna walk in the room and he gonna command that. When I walk in the room, I command that respect. I'm a nurse. People always have problems. They start screaming. I say, hold up. Let's respect one another. Let's start from scratch. How could we make this better? Now, I can respond like that because they can't beat me. I can fight. So I'm not afraid to defend myself. But I don't have to if we can talk about this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I'm 6'5", 230 pounds. They don't want to fight me. They want me to respond so they can get me fucked up out here. You know what I mean? So, listen, man. I'm keeping my podcast short. I want you guys to just use your head. I want you guys to start doing attractive shit. Do stuff that attractive people do. Like go to the gym. Change your diet. Listen to a podcast, read a book, go to school, get your degree, get a better job. You can do it. It's something called financial aid, yo. You can do it, yo. You just got to make a sacrifice. Somebody got to. Either it's going to be you or your son or your daughter, but somebody got to change the trajectory of your bloodline, and that's going to be me. My children, my mother sacrificed so I can have a better life, and I'm going to do better than my mother and my father, and my children going to do the same, and it's going to keep on going like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, tighten up, yo. Buttercup.